Hi, I'm Katie McGee. We are live in Denver at the broadcast studio at GBTA Convention 2025. And joining me now, it is my pleasure to introduce Jay Richmond, Vice President Solutions Consulting for Amadeus. Jay, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
And we're going to talk about some interesting stuff too. Amadeus is a next-gen enabler for both buyers and TMCs, which benefits the entire ecosystem. Why is innovation so important at this time in the travel industry?
It's a great question. The behavior and expectation of travelers is transforming. And in business travel, the expectations of corporations is transforming. So when we think about how you search for a trip, how you get inspired to travel, how you compare your options, how you make your booking, and how you experience the trip, the transformation has shifted towards travelers expecting things to be connected and expecting that if they're going to travel for work, they're going to get some personal, meaningful experience out of that travel. And technology transformation is required to transform this experience that travelers are looking for and that corporations want. And at Amadeus, we've always believed that we should invest in technology that embraces and enables the transformation of the industry and the expectations of our customers and our partners. So we have done some pretty significant things over the last few years. We've almost finished moving to the cloud. We're almost complete. That is key because it allows us to componentize different elements of the travel ecosystem. Amadeus is a leading provider of IT for airlines, for airports, for hotels, in distribution, for payments. We can now connect those dots in this cloud system that allows ourselves and our partners to innovate, to experiment, and to deploy to improve the overall trip experience, to be very traveler-centric along every part of a journey, and to meet these transformed expectations of the traveler.
Wow, nice. We are hearing a lot more about agentic AI and its potential. You and I were talking about that before the interview actually started. How is AI evolving, and can you share any examples of how Amadeus is applying agentic AI technology to benefit TMCs and business travelers?
Yep, the transformation of AI is already here. I mean, everybody constantly sees stories about AI in every industry, every aspect of their life. And that's true in travel as well, including business travel. Today, we're already seeing agentic AI do things like automatically retrieve information about travel policy, look up information about your profile or preferences. We're starting to see some AI that'll automatically make bookings or do exchanges, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. Amadeus partnered with Microsoft and Accenture to bring agentic AI into the interface with the corporate booking tool that we offer to corporations called Citric. This is enabling travelers to search, to book, to make changes through natural language. It could be voice to text, it could be email, it could be chat, but also it can be in Microsoft Teams, right in the environment that they're always working in at their job. And agentic AI is going to allow for a more intuitive way to look for options and make selections, but also to ask follow-up questions. I looked for a flight from New York to LA. Here are the options. You simply can say, I don't see any options on American Airlines. Are there any? Or I don't see any options in first class. Could you show me those? So this agentic AI revolution is going to be applied to every aspect of the travel industry. It's going to make interactions faster, it's going to make them smarter, and it's going to allow people to focus on the most complicated and the most valuable parts of organizing travel and then modifying travel or handling disruptions.
Interesting. It really is streamlining things for us.
It is.
Fascinating. In the first half of the year, Citric shared business travel trends. How is Amadeus Citric continuing to redefine business travel?
I'll start with kind of the basic work it's done to make business travel more collaborative in the way that it's booked and you share with your colleagues. Business travel by definition is collaborative. You're traveling with people, you're going to meet people. Because Citric is integrated into Microsoft Teams, a business traveler can book their trip right in the same environment they use to do their work. but they can also share their trip details with their colleagues. They can send the trip information and the colleague can click a button to just match the same specifics if they're in the same location. Very collaborative, and it just drives more efficiency and makes it easier for teams to travel together. It also allows you to find people who are at the location you're going to be at to connect on project discussions or just network and team building. But you remember the last response, I talked about the partnership with Accenture and Microsoft around agentic AI and natural language interface. Microsoft is working closely with Amadeus Citrix to tap into the broader ecosystem that Microsoft has in the corporate environment. Email, calendar, data, Active Directory, and profile. There are a lot of other ways that AI could look at a business traveler and their data and history in the Microsoft suite of applications to even better make recommendations about travel or even predict that you're going to need to travel. And instead of waiting for you to ask, how do I get from Baltimore to Denver for GBTA, to say, hey, by the way, we know you need to go to GBTA. Here are some options if you want to go ahead and make this booking now. So it makes it much faster, much smarter.
That's fascinating. I cannot wait to see how this all plays out and then what's next, because something amazing is also going to be right down the road.
It's always right around the corner with the pace of technology today.
Jay Richmond, you brought us lots of great information. Thank you so much for stopping by. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining us. I'm Katie McGee. We are live in Denver at the broadcast studio at GBTA Convention 2025. Thanks for watching.